Jadeveon Clowney in an Eagles uniform. Wouldn't that be a nice thing to see? Obviously, some fans have been against this move. I've been iffy about it. Probably the earlier it was after the wild card game, the more iffy I was about signing Jadeveon Clowney because of that hit on Carson Wentz. But as of right now, I'm kind of putting the past behind me, and I'm saying to myself, do we want to win a championship this year? I think our defensive line is pretty damn good for that starting lineup. I think with the depth behind it, it's the best defensive line in the NFL right now. But adding Jadeveon Clowney to the mix, you line him up on the opposite side of Brandon Graham, and oh my God. This move would probably separate us more from the pack than you'd never even know. So John Clayton from NFL Insider has some information on Jadeveon Clowney, that he would like to go to a team like the Eagles, a team where the culture is great, a winning team, a team that's in the playoffs, a team that's a contender. But I think it's more than just the money to Jadeveon Clowney. Obviously, he wants to go to a good team, doesn't want to go to a crappy team, okay? Here are some examples of that. The Cleveland Browns offered Jadeveon Clowney a multi-year contract, $20 million, pretty much in the range where he wanted that no other teams were really going to give him. And then all of a sudden, the Browns backed away. Jadeveon Clowney has turned down that offer from the Browns. Who wants to go to the Browns? The Miami Dolphins offered 2 different contracts to Jadeveon Clowney. It's the Dolphins. Who wants to go there? The Las Vegas Raiders have offered a contract as well, but I haven't really got information on if he denied it or not. Obviously, he hasn't picked anything yet, so probably doesn't want to go to Las Vegas either. And the most important thing that John Clayton specifies is that Jadeveon Clowney could sign by training camp. So what we're looking at here is he is looking to get half of what he wanted. So instead of getting $20 million, Jadeveon Clowney is set to just play a 1-year contract worth $9 to $10 million and then get a big contract after 2020. If you guys do remember, like a couple months ago, the Eagles, there was a report that the Eagles would sign Jadeveon Clowney, but it would have to be a 1-year deal worth from $9 to $10 million. Makes sense, right? If the Eagles actually do sign Jadeveon Clowney and he does leave after 1 year, the Eagles will get a 3rd-round compensatory pick. And you know how Howie Roseman likes against those that plays the compensatory pick system, so this could work out for both sides, Clowney and the Eagles. I think realistically now that this could actually happen. I'm not talking like there's a little bit of a chance. I'm talking there's a huge chance the Philadelphia Eagles could sign Jadeveon Clowney to a 1-year contract worth $9 to $10 million. And it could happen. Look, guys, as long as Jadeveon Clowney is good in the locker room, we're winning football games, we're keeping him happy, what can go wrong? You get Jadeveon Clowney on this roster. Jadeveon Clowney, Javon Hargrave, Fletcher Cox, and Brandon Graham. Oh, my God, it's just unfair. It's so unfair that Jim Schwartz is literally going to have the best game plan for every offensive team that we face this year. If you don't have one good guard, one good tackle, one good center on that offensive line on your team, there's just a mismatch right there, and it's pretty obvious. So I want to know from you guys, what do you guys think about Jadeveon Clowney? After it's been months, guys, it's been months, the time has flown by. What would you guys think about Jadeveon Clowney signing a 1-year deal worth $9 to $10 million, and then releasing him after this year, getting a 3rd-round compensatory pick that Howie Roseman loves, and kind of a win-win on both sides? Do we want to hold our grudge against a guy that is just playing football but, might not be playing the right way? Or do we want to win championships and get a better roster this year? If there's one thing that this team does every year, they take care of the trenches, the pass rush, the offensive line. That's where it's more important, and that's where it has always started besides the quarterback. And I'm telling you right now, you get Jadeveon Clowney on this roster, there's going to be problems. Like I said, guys, without Jadeveon Clowney, the best number 1 defensive line in the NFL right now when healthy. With Jadeveon Clowney in the mix of all of that, we separate from the pack even more. And guys, this is a move that the Eagles can't really pass up on if they have a chance. And they're getting a compensatory back for that. So do you think Jadeveon Clowney will be a Philadelphia Eagle? Do you think he will pretty much take the bait? I obviously think that the Seattle Seahawks are definitely an option, since the closer to the season it does get, the cheaper his price tag is definitely going to go down. So I would kind of think about that. If you sign him by training camp, obviously he knows he's not going to get $20 million from a very good team. So his best chances are to stay and re-sign with Seattle or to go to the Philadelphia Eagles. But I think when Jadeveon Clowney looks at this whole thing, he's not going to just look at the money and the team. He's going to look at the players he's going to be next to. When he sees Brandon Graham, Javon Hargrave, and Fletcher Cox, he might have a smile on his face. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys later. Shake Squad up. Fly, fly.